You are listening to the WYRD Mountain Gals Show. Prepare yourself.
I am eating some big old fat grapes, and
Oh,
they are crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. And that's
nice.
what I've got to report today
Grapes?
on 9/11.
Oh,
Crispy
no.
grapes. No, oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe it. I had not one, not two, but three pieces of pizza tonight. I've not eaten that much food and I could not tell you how long.
Wow. That's a lot of
Yeah.
food. And I'm glad you need a little bit of food. You've been
Yep.
taking it easy because of your jaw.
Uh-huh. And I
Oh,
finally can, well, I mean, I can't chew, really, but I can kind of gum it over to one side. And that seemed to work for the pizza just fine. How's
okay.
your how's your day been, crazy woman?
You need to change that to say, how's your last 48 hours from hell been? So, just fine,
Okay.
thanks.
Um, hey Alicia. Hey Alicia, how's
Yeah.
your last 48 hours been?
Good. No, they're all right. Been
Uh.
so much drama and things that didn't need to be hard were hard. And so,
Uh-huh.
I know how to shop. A lot of my problem yesterday came because of shopping. And it's like, oh my God, I don't know. Here, how to go? Well, he ended up setting up a shopping cart for us, and we put it in the shopping cart that night after much more discussion about it and stuff. And it promptly declined the sale.
Oh no.
Declined. So I was like, what? She tells me, put it through again. This should be fine. I did. Attempted to put it through again. It declined the sale. Phone rings. It's bank.
Yeah.
They have picked up both of those attempted charges and flagged them for fraud. And so, after all of this, the store didn't even have the order because it declined. But it was just like, oh my God, it just never mind. You
Oh
know.
my God, that's so weird.
Well, it was weird, and I swear, I think yesterday was a day just asking for it. Just asking for
Oh.
this. I mean, it's not like I don't lose my wallet sometimes. And I know this, and I know at my advanced age, I had thought that I'd finally figured it out, and I got those little wallet tags where if I lose it, I can track myself and I can make
Uh-huh.
it beep and all of that stuff. Well, so sure enough, I lost my wallet in my car yesterday as I was distracted and
Yeah.
being talked to on the phone, and it fell out and it just fell right under the middle of the seat. And it's very hard with a Subaru to see that. I want you to know I retraced my steps through the furniture store, through the other furniture store, through the sandwich shop, and back to mom's driveway and still hadn't found it. So I called and canceled my card or had them put a hold on it.
Oh no.
Yeah, and of course it was right under the chair the whole time. But I ended up spending about an hour and a half on it. And why should I do that when I have these tags that are supposed to help me out here? Well, it's because the damn tags failed me.
Oh.
They just failed. Evidently, they have a battery life that had already passed, and there's no notification or anything like that. And so I just didn't have any signal to it. So otherwise, all
Oh
of
my
that.
goodness.
And so it's just like, here's one thing, here's another thing, just one damn thing after another.
Yeah.
So, and I thought to myself, these are still first world problems, even though they do raise my blood pressure. They're still first world problems. It could be so
Well, of
much worse.
course they do.
Yeah, it could be so much worse than it is for me. I mean, I have medicine, I have food, I have a family, I have a place to sleep. I'm in a much better place than a lot of people. I am getting kind of bombarded today with 911 memories.
Gosh, me too. Me too.
Yeah. I didn't expect it because frankly I've been so busy thinking about Helene that I kind of forgot about 911, and I'm being honest.
I think that's the reason, actually. Well,
Oh,
but I think we are sensitized at this point to disaster. And I mean, we've been looking at this disaster for 24 years.
yeah.
And it just kind of wears out. The immediacy wears out after a while. But because we have just been through a fresh disaster,
Yeah.
this one this one seemed much more
Yes.
potent than it has in
Oh,
the past few years. I mean, that's what I'm thinking about anyway.
yeah. And it's like we don't even have to say what fresh hell. It's just every day you wake up and there's another giant thing that we're supposed to be able to comprehend and handle. And
Yeah.
after, I don't know, desensitization does occur, I guess. And how sad is that? You know?
Well, I think it has to, because we can't walk around feeling all of that all the time, because it would drive us over the edge.
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. So, and I mean, I'm close to being over the edge anyway. AI is putting me there. AI is putting me there. You should ask me about it. Go ahead.
So, honey, why is AI putting you over the edge?
Well, because I can't avoid it. And so I'm trying to learn how to work with it in a way that doesn't compromise my values. My first note, I actually took a note about this, and the note says stupid people slash bears.
Okay.
There was a video out there that WLOS put out, and it was some story that they did about Asheville bears. Right? So it's mildly interesting, not anything to write home about. But then somebody at WLOS, they were smart and they just posted a compilation. It doesn't say a word, it just says WLOS at the beginning, and then it just shows bear video after bear video after bear video after bear video. And I was watching. I am fascinated by bears, as you know, and or maybe didn't know. Anyway, I was watching it, and you see this man, or you hear this man, and he's walking along a dirt road out in the country somewhere, and on the right hand side there's a hill that goes up. On the left hand side, it looks like it's maybe flat or downhill or something. And he sees a great old big bear on the right hand side, about halfway up the hill. So, what would you do?
I'd stand still to see what the bear was going to do. What did he do?
Well, he just started saying, "Here, kitty, kitty, are you hungry? Are you
Oh,
hungry?"
no, he
And
did
when he
not.
was, yes, he did. And he said it over and over again. And I thought, are you offering yourself as a meal? Yeah, are you hungry? Do you want to come eat me? Uh,
Oh, Lord.
I just, and he kept saying, "Here, kitty, kitty, are you hungry?" And I thought,
Are you
well, that's
hungry?
so,
Are you stupid?
yeah, that's the stupidest thing I've seen in such a long time. And I wanted to just share it with you because that kind of stupidity needs to be shared. So, anyway,
And it,
I could,
and it, it needs to stop. People, it is probably the second most frustrating thing in my life right now, aside from people cosplaying my religion, is people just being stupid. Just, just stupid.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I've just seen so much at this point, and I'm glad that I can still laugh at it. Is sort of where I am. It's like, but this guy
I,
was,
it's like the zombies have come and eaten a whole lot of people's brains.
yeah,
That's all I can think of. It's a
yeah.
zombie thing.
I guess it is. I don't know. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was my AI experience, which please
Yes.
y'all stop groaning. I'm not just gonna bitch, okay? But it's I have this graphic program. I'm always talking about it. I want to keep using it forever because it works so well. I've been having a problem lately though because I've got a partitioned hard drive, which means that one hard drive is cut off from the rest of the world, so to speak, and it lives
Hmm.
in its own little Amish bubble. Doesn't go out on the internet or anything like that. Well, it does barely go out on the internet, but now it won't do that as easily, and I can't email myself copies of the images that I create. Therefore, I've been, thinking about going in and getting into some of the other stuff, and I don't really like the idea because it's a monthly fee, and I hate that. I do. I'm sorry, I'm cheap. But at any rate, I've been trying to make myself learn it. I can see some advantages because I'd really like to create a Weird Mountain Gal intro and a Weird Mountain Gal outro that was video oriented, and
Hmm.
then take our Zoom videos and make them be in the middle. And all that we would have to do is watch our mouths because you can't really
Uh,
go very well. But
we can do that. We can do that. I know we can.
yeah, okay. And I'll be interested for us to try it and see how long we go. But that being said, I decided, okay, well, these things, they all take directions. They are all AI driven now, all of them.
Mm.
You don't really have a choice about it. So I'm thinking, well, let me take advantage. I supposedly like robots. I had the t-shirt that said, "Where's my robot companion?" So I can do this. And it I don't know what to say about it except that in a way it was kind of fun. I decided I was going to make a Weird Mountain Gal poster, and I wanted to make one that had me and you and some of the weirdlings in it, maybe flying around or something, who knows. Okay? So I timed it and I went for an entire 12-hour day. And I couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do. I explained in great
Oh my
detail, and
Lord.
it would make a pass through some sort of a graphic pass. But at one point, I have this image of there's Angie on her oxygen tank riding it like a motorcycle. Only thing I could assume this is you. On the front, you had the wrong tattoo. You were riding a crow. You had some strange makeup on, and you had a witch's hat. And then
Mm.
behind you was me, and I was also riding a crow, and I was okay. That's fine. And we're in this heavy metal orange and black flames, and I'm like, no, no, that's not what I wanted at all. Okay, so I go back again, and eventually I said, okay, do you know the Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy album? I want to model it after that. Can you use the same color scheme, the same style as the artist, the same this and the same number of images and blah, 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 blah. And it rendered me something else, and I had to tell it, don't put that in there. And then at one point, it had one that was almost okay. Almost, but I'm saying almost, because there were some things. I guess my vanity got hurt a little bit because it made me look super different. I was a lot older, and it
Oh.
had cat dog beside me. I just texted you a picture of it, and it has you playing the fiddle, and lightning is coming out of the fiddle. It's
Whoa.
got the groundhog out there, with some sort of badminton bat, and the yard man in a red truck chasing the groundhog. And then it's got some people behind it. You can see it if you can see your phone
I,
messages right
I
now.
am looking. I am looking at it right now.
It's a little bizarre.
I love it.
Well, I wanted to get more of the weirdlings. Anyway,
You
I
don't
guess
love
my
it?
I no, I don't love it. Because I know what I was telling it to do, and what I got was nothing like that. Here, I'm sending
Ah,
you another one or two of them here, and so that you can see what took up
hmm.
9 hours of my life. Um, oh, here's the last one I send you. I just hit enter. That's probably my favorite one, but it has nothing to do with us. But this AI put you in kiss makeup. So you look like Ace Frehley, except a lot prettier. Put two cat dogs down there, so you can see all these versions I sent you. And it's like, well, you know what?
They
If
are
I
slowly loading in.
oh yeah, it's awful lately. But I was thinking, well, here it is. It's getting dark. It's bedtime. I've been doing this since I got up, and I could have just sat
Oh,
down.
you got the weirdling face paint on in that second one. You know how we worked out it will look like a W on your
Yeah,
face because it means a weirdling. You've got that on.
yeah. On the
Oh,
second one, yes. Yeah, but they made you look like you'd fallen in mud there. See,
well,
your face paint looks a little,
I look like it's been hard.
and we all look so sad. And the yard man looks like something
And
out of a
I love
Van
this one
Gogh.
with the old bald man.
Yeah,
Oh, and what's the one here with the old bald man? And we
I
got a
know,
cast iron. Who the hell is that?
I know. And we've got a Viking back there on one of them. So I think the old bald man was supposed to be the yard man.
Well, he ain't bald.
No, I don't know. Yes,
Oh
but
my God! Oh, there I am in the kiss makeup,
yes,
and
that's so.
now
Oh,
there's a cat dog and his friend playing the
cat
whatever
dog.
that is. I don't know, fiddle.
I I guess a melting fiddle. Oh no, it's a regular fiddle. Yeah, they're playing the fiddle. But and I mean it's fun to look at, but as far as productive, this is what you guys are
No,
going to get. Uh, there
terrible.
I've only had one real success with it, and I had that in the bathroom. I woke up and I'm like shuffle off to the
Hmm.
bathroom. I shuffled off to the bathroom. And as I'm, doing my business, a thought occurs to me, and I spoke it to the app, which was already open because I use it with voice. And pretty much instantly it came back with a graphic, a logo that I'd asked for, and it knocked it out of the ballpark. I was like, okay. And it did it based on prior conversations that I'd had with it about that client, and what that client did to serve the community, and blah 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 blah. And I mean, it was exactly what I'd hoped for. And
Huh.
if I could replicate that kind of thing, if I could reliably do that with AI, I might change my mind about a few things. But as it is now, no, I'm not changing my mind about it. I don't know what to say. I mean, this is where it's at. It is integrated now in all the graphic design programs, as far as I know. Most all of the franchises that have like a central home office that you call into have AI answering,
Yeah.
and it's getting harder and harder to get to a human. If you call your doctor's office, your pharmacy, if you call Walmart, I think grocery stores will still pick up for the most part, but most everything else is turning into something where you don't talk to the line employees, the ones that are greeting the public. You talk to the AI, and it routes you where it thinks you need to go. And that's something that I don't know. I don't like it. And several times through the last week, I caught myself screaming into the phone, "Operator, I want to speak to a human." You know.
Oh, well, I hear you. I sure do.
Mm.
I'm just
It
kind of, I got to be
what?
honest, I'm kind of fascinated with these. And all the details, like I just realized that some of them have the mule in the ditch
Yes, yes.
and
Well,
crows and cast iron and
and it picked that up by listening to all of our podcasts, I think. I
golly.
think. I could be wrong about that because I'm in the process of designing a website right now.
Well,
And
and there's also the Blues Brothers in
where are the Blues Brothers? Which one is
one of
that?
them, and the Masonic,
Yes.
the last one you sent me, and the
Yeah.
Masonic symbol. I was like,
And the
dang,
mushrooms. But it got the
and
mushrooms
mushrooms,
wrong.
yeah,
It puts the amanitas in the mushrooms. I don't know who the Blues Brother dude is. I really don't. But
they're both in
evidently we
there.
spoke about him. Oh,
But
that's
there,
right. They are both in there.
yeah,
Okay.
there's one down at the bottom and one over on the side.
Yeah. So,
Golly.
well, there you go, Ace Freely. Miss Kiss. Well, there's an I
And what are all
embedded
the
into
ducks? What's that all about? Having our ducks in a row? Or
it.
yeah,
Could
oh,
be
there's
it
another
picked up on
Masonic
us.
temp. Yeah,
It could be.
wow,
Could
they're
we say that?
creepy. These are
There's
creepy.
they aren't they? If you blow up the picture of the truck, you can't even tell that there's anybody in it now, but there's like a hunched over cryptid trying to get into it on the right. Isn't
Oh my Lord.
that something?
It's something
Yeah.
to think that this is AI's interpretation of what we talk about. Why isn't there
Yeah.
a picture of Asheville covered in water?
I don't know. And if look up to the top right hand corner of that last one that you were talking about, it's got
Yeah.
just a portion of the back of a card of the Revelator deck.
Oh, I thought it was a flag, because I'm looking on my phone, so it's really small.
Yeah, nope, that's definitely a portion of the Revelator deck.
Yes, it is.
That's and it's like okie dokie. I I I don't know what
I
to
tell you
say.
what, we both look our age. That's for sure.
Yeah, but you look cool as shit with your makeup. I mean, look at you. Bad to the bone. But I look very old, and I guess I just am very old. So there's definitely a groundhog or two in here. So, I don't know what to say about this. I really don't. But if you look at the very next one, which was the last one that I
I
sent
mean,
you,
either.
it is very professional. It was exactly the right color scheme. It conveyed exactly what I needed it to. I was about I mean, I could not as a human myself with my skill level, I probably could not have come up with that as easily, certainly not as fast. And it's exactly what I wanted.
And that's the one with Gomez the Yardman playing the fiddle.
No, no, that's the one that is not the Weird Mountain Gals. That's the one that's my company that I'm working for. That I sent it to you. It should be the very last thing that came in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
So see what a
yeah.
difference that made. And when and the difference was probably the prompts. And so I'm learning, y'all, that if you're working with AI, there's a language that you have to learn if you want to communicate with it quickly. And even then, I think it's kind of hit and miss, but it's called prompting.
Sorry.
So you don't ask it.
Golly, that's weird.
Yeah, you don't ask it a question. You don't give it an order. You tell it a prompt. And there's an art to it. You do it in this order. You say this thing, you do this other thing. That's another one of those I got online to try and learn about. What am I doing wrong here? I mean, I understand how to speak. You know, I do. I understand how to speak. But so why is this thing so smart and so dumb at the same time? Anyway,
Huh.
um, that's kind of a distraction for me from the world right now because the world is in a scary place.
Yeah.
And I've been getting those hurricane or not hurricane, I've been getting those earthquake vibes. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm very wrong.
I hope you're wrong too.
I was going to say, I don't know why, but I just feel like something. And it could just be the dates coming up.
Yeah, might be, might not be. How have your dreams been?
That's the reason I'm telling you that.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I've been getting. I talked to Sonia today. Hey, Sonia. I
Hey,
talked to
Sonia.
Sonia today, and she had had a very disturbing dream last night, and I heard from several other people telling me the same thing. Oh, I had this dream last night, and you were in it. One of them said,
Mm.
and then other
Mm.
dreams about just prophecy. It's all prophecy. Every time somebody would tell me a new one, I go, yeah, I can see that. And
And mhm,
my buddy Cassie out in Madison County is she loves snakes, and
mhm.
I just admire that girl so much. So today or recently, she was learning how to handle with these big long poles that were almost like dowsing rods. She's learning how to handle rattlesnakes, and I
With a
just went,
snake hook.
yeah, a double snake hook because it was a big old timber rattler as far as I could
Oh.
tell, and yeah, and I thought, and now I'm watching somebody snake handling.
Mm.
So what is all this? I mean,
Mm.
it just feels like so much of what you and I and others have been talking about now, literally since before the first 9/11. And I'm weary. I really am weary. And I know I've said that a lot, and I'm not weary the way I was when I was in all that pain. But
Well,
it just feels like there is a lot that needs to be done, and people can't do it because they're so wound up in their own BS, and
uh-huh.
they're so scared. They're scared out of their minds.
Hmm. Soul weary. And this time of year
Yeah, yeah,
that the kinfolk, all my dead kinfolk, all the ancestors, because I really believe it as a literal thing. You call them ancestors. To me, they are my ancestors, and I guess they are for you too. But
yeah.
anyway,
No, exactly.
so I consider my dead kin are the close dead. The long ago dead, I don't know, but I know they're there for me. And this is a time of year when you never know what's going to hit you up through your dreams, out of the corner of your eye, with an omen, with a message, with a sign. You just don't know.
Yeah,
And
you don't. You don't.
yeah, and I've taken to where I walk around and I'm not at ease enough to not notice things. I used to walk around in specific spots, like my yard or out in the woods or something, and I let my guard down. I don't let my guard down. I just don't, because something's coming. We're not done. We're not done, and I just hope that it's not death by 1,000 paper cuts. And I
No,
worry about that.
it sure is what it feels like right now.
It sure
But now
does.
I had an interesting thing with one of my ancestors this morning, and I
Uh,
actually knew this ancestor sort of. So my great great grandmother, I think, lived to be 105 years old,
wow.
and she could remember when Lincoln was president. That's how old she was.
Wow.
She died in the 60s. So I
Okay.
mean, I did know her for a little while, but I don't remember her real.
Mm.
Well, yesterday, after all that, after the shooting in Utah and everybody just going crazy in social media, I posted one post, which was sic semper tyrannis. And I do that all
Oh,
the time when
yeah.
some BS merchant has
Yeah.
kind of met their reward. I didn't think any more about it. I was like, this is all I'm going to say about this right now because y'all don't want to hear what else I have to say about this.
Hmm.
Well, somebody that I actually know, not just quote unquote Facebook friend, oh, he just took such exception to that. Well, you know who said that, don't you? John Wilkes Booth. You think what John Wilkes Booth did was right? He
Oh,
just went on and on. I said, well, number one, that quote is much older than the American Civil War, don't you? And also, I had a few more little things to say, but I was pretty calm about the whole thing. So this morning, I go to my altar to do my morning meditation. And I close my eyes, and it's like my ancestors are all standing around me. And I can smell chewing tobacco. I can smell cigarette smoke. I can smell midnight in Paris
oh,
perfume. And I'm just inundated with these smells and these voices talking, 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 talking. And finally, I hear that great grandmother, great great grandmother. And she said, how'd she say? Sic semper tyrannis. Well, when did you get to be, no, how, something about you and your sass. No, she said it like this, you and your sass. I always did get you in trouble. And she was laughing. She was laughing behind her hand. And I came out of that meditation. I went, whoa, man, everybody's on my case for using Latin. Well, maybe I'll use more Latin. Whoa, who
I
knows?
think you should. I definitely think.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Sic semper tyrannis.
It was,
Huh.
fitting for the moment. You got to weigh your values, as my papa would say. You got to weigh your values. So what's important to you, son?
Right.
And he made a mistake and he paid with his life, and nobody should have to do that. Nobody should have to get killed for their
No.
opinion.
And in no way do I celebrate the fact that he was murdered, if that is in fact what happened.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I used to think I'm not one of those conspiracy theory people, but by golly, sometimes I am.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to talk about it, but it's just like, really? You expect us to just think that was just a random shooter? Really?
There's been a lot of inflammatory stuff being said about it now.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep, one side is saying, well, we all need to calm down the rhetoric, and one side is going, those filthy Democrats, they're the party of hate and death. They are nothing but hate and death. And it's Democrats are like,
That's right, because
whoa, no.
we and liberals and progressives are so well known for being expert marksmen. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of everybody knows that about us.
Oh, yeah. Well, while we're memorizing our chants, we often go to the field and try and hit that 100-meter bullseye.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think it was a big secret that we all love our guns. Is it? I mean, that's the ridiculous thing, isn't it? Is they don't even know who did it yet. But they
Well,
assume it's one of the snowflakes that they've been mocking now for years. Huh.
probably.
Well,
I mean, whoever did it was obviously sick and twisted, just like the person on the subway in Raleigh a couple of months ago, or Charlotte, or wherever it was a couple of months ago in North Carolina.
no, it
That
was a few days ago.
it was reported a few days ago, but it happened a while back, I think. Because
Oh, did it
somebody,
happen really months ago?
I think a couple of months
Okay.
ago, yeah. And it's just now like getting national attention, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's still it's wrong. It's just
It
wrong.
is wrong. It is wrong. But boy,
We're the oldest.
don't you wish all these pundits and talking heads could dredge up as much outrage about shooting children in schools as they
Yeah.
can by one of theirs being
I can't
shot?
even go
That's what I
there.
just keep coming back to again and again.
My brain, I mean, the hypocrisy of some of these things are just, it just blows my mind so hard. And what it does is it sends my undisciplined thoughts into this wild place of racing from here to here. Well, if this, then that. Well, why would this then? Blah, 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 blah. And it just never, ever, ever stops. So I don't even know what to say about it. It's awful. It's just awful.
Well,
Uh,
and what I'm encouraging everybody to do is to get yourself grounded, get your
yeah,
shields up, get yourself centered, remember where we are, who we
yeah,
are. In that thing I put on social media today, I said, I want you to access your inner Vulcan.
yeah. Oh,
I
that's
want you
good advice.
to think things all the way through,
It's the best thing you can do.
to not just jump, react, but just think things through. Let your body and let your internals kind of recalibrate and settle. Because that's a lot. For something like that to happen the day before our day of national mourning, that that's like a double whammy. And for those of us who are hitting up against that first anniversary of Helene, is a
Mhm.
triple whammy.
Yep.
And it's hard. It's hard to get yourself grounded when there seems to be so much contradictory information flying everywhere.
Yeah, and that's why you need to make your mind up on your own if you can before you get out there and start just, you know, willy-nilly through social media. So much
Yeah,
of it is fake now.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
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 anyway,
I will say this. I am again weary is the word I use for it, but really it's weary with a sharp point of anger. I'm weary of stable white men telling the rest of us how it is we need to be reacting to things. Because you ain't the boss of me. There was only one white man that was ever the boss of me, and that was my daddy, and he's dead.
yeah,
So you are not
yeah.
the boss of me, my colleague in California or Texas or wherever you are right now.
Or no matter where you are.
You don't get to
But
tell me how I'm supposed to feel about anything.
no,
Nothing,
nobody can do
no
that.
matter where you
No.
are. Because
And you're not
you haven't felt it. You have not felt what it's like to walk through the world as a woman, person of color, immigrant, LGBT, any of that. You have not done that. So you do not get to tell us how it is we can or cannot feel in a given situation.
or react.
Yes.
Or react. But honestly, your advice is the best advice I've heard in a while, which is, go Vulcan for a bit. You'll never regret controlling yourself, or at least I never
No,
have.
no, you will not. That's the truth.
And because then you can control the situation, and that's the aim, is to not be controlled.
Yes.
You see, and it's hard, but you can get in the habit of it. You can turn away from the thoughts, because people tend to want to think about that thing that has offended them, that has hurt them, that has made them mad, that they don't understand, that you want to
Mm-hmm.
go there. I know, trust me, because I want to go there, and I just want to work at it like it was a scab or something. But that is literally the worst thing that you can do. That is the
Wall,
worst thing that you can do is
wallowing around in it. Just wallow
right.
around in it a little bit more. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the worst thing you can do. And so what I found is that I can kind of fool myself and let myself think that I'll just come back to it later. And sometimes I do. And in the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
the best revenge is living well. And so if something if you can keep it out of getting out of your brain, then you've won. The situation might be horrible, but your brain is going to be calm enough to think about the best thing to do. You'll win the situation. You'll win. So that's my thought on it anyway.
Yeah, mine
But
too. But boy, people sure do love to hit the drama button.
yeah, yeah, they do. And you know what? I do believe that there's a time to be pitchfork. I
Oh,
do believe that there's a time to be mad, and I do believe that everybody has that right.
I do
But
too.
when somebody is pulling one on you, and whether it's bullying you or trying to manipulate you another way, whether it's, fear or just gaslighting or just assuming that you're expendable, and or sexualizing or whatever, go Vulcan for just a little bit. Just a little bit, long enough to figure out the best way out of the situation, the best way to take care of yourself.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And you
But
can always do the penis spell as you're backing out the door. That's cool.
you can, and also, this whole peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Well, I'm telling you, when you're confronted with hatred and bigotry and danger, peace and love may not be the best answer to that.
No, they can't
You
understand it.
you may need to after that, after you're accessing your inner Vulcan, you may need to access your inner warrior so that
Mhm.
you can protect not only yourself but the people around you if necessary. And I
Absolutely.
don't and I see that as a pagan virtue. So that when people preach to me, people in my so-called community who preach to me about peace and love and finding peace, and peace is so important, you know who they sound like is Jesus. And Jesus was all about that. Well, if he's your God, then go hang out with him. But don't
Yeah, or
pretend you're
tell him to help.
yeah, but don't pretend that every pagan is supposed to just be peace and love, because that's not true. It's never
Yeah. And
been true historically. It's not true now.
right. Well, see, that goes back to, in my mind, that goes back to why I don't have kids. Because I would teach my child, this is what you can expect, and this is what you don't need to expect. And I would also teach them about that aspect of it, the spiritual side of it. And I would just raise up some weird little kids, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would, but they'd be cool kids.
Maybe, maybe. But no, so anyway, they could be little nerds like their mom. So other than those,
They nothing
no,
wrong with being little nerds.
no, I guess not. Uh, Other than those bitches and gripes that I had, I don't really have anything else to bring up with you. My mind has been, oh, wait, no, I'll tell you, I had a triumph today. I had a triumph because I am not spatial. And I don't mean special. I'm special because
I'm
I am,
spatial.
yeah, I mean Spatial, spatial. Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Chrissy Hine style. But I was able to put together a clothing rack, a double clothing rack on wheels by myself.
Oh my gosh, good for you.
Yeah, I somehow through my life, I always managed to hand that kind of thing off to somebody who wants to do it. Because I never want to do it. Those are always projects that I'm just like, oh man, I want to go paint something. I don't want to learn about Allen wrenches and stuff. But and so what I found out is that I am not good with little tiny prints on one little sheet of paper as the instructions. And
Yeah.
so, but that's hard to figure out, and that's the truth. So, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But I felt like I was like, yeah, I'll take that as a win. Anyway,
That
so
and I all honor to you in that. That is exactly a win.
thank you. And right now, I only have one screw that didn't get screwed in. I can't figure out where. And I'm kind of hoping that maybe they just threw an extra one in.
They
Because
do
as
that
far as
sometimes.
yeah, I hope so, because as far as I can tell, it is exactly what it should be. So now, meanwhile, while I've been, crowing about that, you've been redoing a whole temple. Are y'all? You've got that
You
one room
know,
up?
well, sort of. Um, yeah, I got that wild hair and set up the one corner of the middle room. And it just thrilled all of us to think, oh, sooner or later this is going to be done, and it's going to be a place of beauty that we can enjoy rather than just a shithole.
Yeah.
So the paint saga in the chapel continues, and I will not go
Uh-oh.
into it again, but all of the walls are painted now. But because we switched shades of green midway through, and I'm not
Oh,
going to go into that, that was a mistake that someone made because they are smarter than me. And so now you look at it and it's like we got to figure out how to make that work.
yeah.
So that's a little bit of a problem.
Well, I
And then
mean,
that middle room, there's a wall and a half yet to do. And after that's done, there's a little bit of fabric to put up and a new blind to put in, and we're done.
mm, and it's going
Hmm.
to have that new paint smell and
Yes, for
everything.
far too long, it is going to be off gas in that paint, but it'll be all right. It doesn't smell like mold or mildew or anything. It just smells like fresh paint.
Right.
And thank you again for your gift of the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad y'all could use it. I'm glad you could.
That has been delightful.
It's a good one, but it's loud. But it's a good one. Because
It
it'll,
is loud, but I mean, they're all loud to me. That's why I don't vacuum at home. Joe does the vacuuming because it hurts my ears.
most of my house, actually all of my house, is not carpeted.
Uh-huh.
And I use a maintenance man broom as much as anything.
Uh-huh.
It works just as
Yeah,
well as traditional broom. So,
yeah,
but
me
yeah,
too. Me too. And
anyway.
another one of our yeah, another one of our friends gave us one of those little Roombas. And once everything is set up, I can just set the Roomba and that'll take
Mhm.
up, the daily little bit that gets put on the rug. So that'll be fun too. Yeah, we're
That's
getting
what's
there.
good for. That's technology that I can get behind. It's something that
Me too.
actually helps us like that. We
Yeah.
have a we have a it's not a Roomba. It's a shark. We did have a Nido, is what it was called. And it was a robot vacuum that specialized in pet hair. This was back when we had
Oh,
multiple cats. And
uh-huh.
it did a really good job. And basically, it's not a human, but I was not sweeping my floor every single day. I don't know about you,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't sweep my entire house every single day. But I could
No,
set
me
that
either.
thing up to do that or to do just one room or something. And it was nice. And we recently were gifted with another one for Christmas that's a different brand, maybe a Shark. And it's been even better than that one was.
Nice.
So it empties itself when it's done.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it goes to the wall and you hear it go, "Wing," and then you look over and all the crap is in a bin. So
Wow.
technology that I can get behind. Now, where the hell is our bio bed? Where's the bio
I
bed?
hear you.
We need it. Thank you. When I first was talking to you, I was really fighting some demons about what's going on in the world. I'm still fighting them, but I feel better about things, about me handling things.
Good. Well, I don't have any doubt in my mind that you're going to keep doing the work that you do. And
Yeah. Well, yeah, what choice?
part of the work that you do is to take care of your mother and your family. And part of the
Mhm.
work you do is all that you do for the Weird Mountain Gals and for everybody else that needs you to be their mama. You
I
do that for a
bet.
lot of people.
I'm proud to be able to help, and I'm thrilled to be able to think again enough to tiptoe back into the digital world.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's and I've never been a person ever who did anything much with video. I mean, I had never done anything with audio before the podcast started.
Whole new world.
Yeah, so that's what I told myself is
Look how
if I can
good you
do
did.
audio, I can learn this video, and I really feel like I can. And then, you know what? Nothing stops us. I'm going to get you on TikTok doing your thing.
Maybe you are. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Okay, well, for sure. Can I get you on YouTube doing your thing?
Yes, definitely.
Cool. And me and you need to
Definitely.
go get our comedy routine ready for whenever we go and do that. Since we have nothing
At some
else to
point, we're
do.
going to feel like laughing again. I know we are.
I know. I know. Well, that could be our stick. We can sit there in rocking chairs bitching about everything. I don't know. People have some stupid stuff that they're making a living doing. Like
Yeah,
have you,
golly. So true.
yeah, so if people can make a living going out there and magnet fishing these nasty rivers in the middle of cities and stuff. Okay, that's fine if that's what you're into. I
Yeah,
mean, you name it, and there's somebody out there making a living doing it on YouTube. So
yeah,
you're
it's
not going to
true.
make a living teaching. I know we could. So anyway, anyway, I'm going to go and
You go and put an extra quarter in that in the electricity slot.
yes, I will because we don't want to underpay, do we? I will do that.
Oh
And you
no, we wouldn't want Duke
all,
Power to
I know
lose a
you're,
penny because we went over.
I know it. Well,
Well,
listen, I
I
know
got
you're
a four
busy.
hour I got a 4 hour class I'm teaching on Saturday. So that's I got all my props and stuff pulled for that.
Uh-huh.
Today I've got a little bit more to do tomorrow. And then Sunday I'm gonna be at Jubilee taking the service with them, talking about
Nice.
obstacles and how we overcome obstacles. So
Mm.
that'd be good to do too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be interested to hear how that goes.
It's
Yeah, they're awesome.
gonna get hot this weekend.
Supposedly, and then it's
Yeah.
going to calm back down again, and then that is the weather. Me and you need to go get certain things out of a certain friend's field.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
ready.
Me
All
too.
right,
All right.
y'all take
Love
care.
love you. Thank you all for listening and
Yes,
keep letting us know what's happening with your dreams because we really are interested.
yes, we are very much so. All right, then I'll talk to you
Take
soon.
care of you. Bye.
Bye.
WYRD Radio.
We are here. We are weird. Get used to it.